ruck or a hooker runs from dummy half is when it's a quick play the ball.
Drinkwater puts an early kick in, bit too strong, and Tupor goes back and bats it over the dead ball line, the 10-metre line. Burr puts the kick in, still on the last, says the referee. Drinkwater, Clare, and that's going to go into touch. And
don't forget, Catalans made that mistake. They were penalised or brought for a forward pass to Richard Myler. They then had a goal line dropout. Here they'll get another.
Plays the ball. Beg your pardon, it was Fleming into the middle of the field. Here's Burr once again, right in front of those posts, about 10 metres out. So time for Hyam to choose his options. Looks to his left, goes to his right to Anthony Maria. Maria on to Reynolds. They've got the numbers here. They've got the numbers. They've got the first try of the game, and it's Mackie Dawson who breaks the deadlock.
We've not seen Catalans score a try with this passing or attacking accuracy in the qualifying period. That's a brilliant try at any level. In the Super League or at the start of the season, for the first 2 or 3 games, you'd say he was going to be a contender for Man of Steel. Obviously, the season's not gone that way.
40-20 from Walsh, instead it's out on the full.
Well, that's the second time in the match, isn't it, that he's attempted a 40-20 early in the set.
About 5 metres out they are now. Here is Walsh. Walsh gets the pass away to Anderson, and Anderson puts it to ground.
It seems that they're always setting up a play, but that play, they expect that.
I suppose getting the balance right between attack and defence is the key. Here's another early kick. It's an attempted 40-20.
It's the boot of Drinkwater. Oh, and Fuad Yaha does superbly well there to bat the ball back in field. And Lewis Tierney, fortunately for him, was on the same wavelength.
We've gone hard there for 15 minutes, but it's one-man carries at the moment, and that seems to have slowed down a little.
Glenn Stewart skips away from that first Centurions tackle. Tried to get the pass off. And Reynolds belts the ball upfield. I think it was Drinkwater who was trying to capitalise on that.
For Catalan.
Myler now. Stewart very quickly up on him. Tierney finds Walsh now. And Walsh puts a little grubber kick in. Nobody's on the same wavelength. Walsh chasing his own kick. Audacious to get out of trouble, and Hampshire will counter. Ryan Hampshire is going to counter. It's Hampshire against Tierney, and back comes Greg Burr to make. Mikel Simon, another of their front rowers who's absent, and Luke Burgess, been out for a while. Here is Greg Bird. And Bird has lost that ball. He's knocked it on.
He's not happy, he's an experienced player. Yeah, you can make mistakes, but your reaction after making a mistake.
Well, it is. The referee said he's tried to offload that ball. There's not a...
They couldn't capitalise. Leigh had stopped them.
And then they were waiting for the referee to blow up saying it was a mistake.
By Thierry, Walsh, Myler holds on to it. Tierney once more. Tierney to Thornley, and Thornley will dot that ball down. And Catalans.
Well, I said you give them that field position a couple of minutes ago, they will score some tries, and probably that's the most fluent set that they've had. They get near the opposition's try line, they open up.
Luke Walsh, one of the best in the business with this one. Oh, hits the post, and it was Walsh clinging on to him. Here once more is Drinkwater, stabs the kick in. Myler, those great hands again. Well, Catalan Dragons will take their time with this goal line dropout. Just a few seconds of the first half to go.
Right, let's open it up here now.
Well, Drinkwater might go for one from the halfway line, and barely got off the ground.
Otherwise they would have been caught out.
The pressure mounting here now. Here's Richards once more. Garcia gets a hold of him. 5 metres out maybe. Centurions, perfect opposition, perfect position for them. Perfect for James Clare. He scores another. He's had a nightmare year.
The referee is waved that way, and look at that for the ball. Josh Drinkwater.
That's the 5th tackle. Little grubber kick, ricochets, and ricochets to Hoods, and
score. This seems like an ideal one now for the Dragons.
Well, here is Myler. Louis Anderson now. Anderson, one of a number of Catalan players who'll be moving on at the end of this campaign. How will this campaign end for the Catalan club? Here is Ayton. Walsh. Myler, and Tierney is in! Catalan cross again! Lewis
worked so hard in that first half. Profits, gets the ball and gets a try.
Well, Peter Hiku's the only player in the qualifiers to make.
It's Strux now, comes back in field.
Sorry, Bill, it's just started to rain
as
well.
He's got to give an obstruction there, doesn't he?
Well, he was waiting to see if the player surrendered his tackle, but he just kept on going.
Well, he kept looking, didn't he, Ben? The conversions.
Walsh to level things. He has done. 10 points apiece.
Free again.
Patterson right over the ball there, crowding out Myler. Here is Busquets. Busquets, basketball pass for Walsh. Walsh for Anderson. Anderson taking him on up the middle. That's another penalty. Ball steal.
Well, they've given a couple of penalties away, and I'm sure that there'll be 2 points yet. There's a signal from Steve McNamara. They're putting themselves under some pressure, aren't they? Liam Hood strips the ball.
He's nervous. A lot of anxiety, and that goes without saying. They're playing ad hoc, off the cuff. They look good, the Dragons.
Walsh.
Well, so Steve McNamara started with the 2 big guns up front.
The Leigh supporters for the first time maybe this afternoon, chuntering, anxious, irate, as it looked down low. Reynolds to assist him in the tackling. Now here's Benjamin Garcia once again for the Catalan Dragons, who are having their best spell of the game at the moment. They've gone in front and they've dominated possession, and he's got the pass away as Myler to Anderson. Anderson gets the pass away to Tierney. Tierney is second of the game, and Catalan are on fire at the moment. Finishing off, and Catalan making the most.
It's helped to take the Dragons up to the other end of the field, but the timing of the run and the fact that Myler takes on the defenders, offloads the ball, a second offload, Tierney stays calm, steps inside Dawson.
Centurions owner, we'll be delighted to see that ball suddenly squirt from the grasp, I think, of Sam Moa.
Talked about the weather, talked about the greasy ball. He's also got his former teammate.
Right, I am working with you. Listen to me, as captains of the team, right, they are no negotiable penalties.
Don't worry, Leigh supporters, 18-10, that was the lead that Kingston Rovers had against Salford in the closing stages of the £1 million game last year, and we all know what happened in that, and they get the penalty.
Billy is one of the players that can shoot a good step and go, steps off his left foot, trying to get through the tackle. Louis Anderson falls on the wrong side of the ruck, just trying to slow him down. 4
tackles gone. Hyam, Reynolds now. Reynolds for Stewart, and Stewart puts the ball down.
It's got to be a knock-on.
Well, they're saying that the Leigh players, they're the kind of greasy conditions at the line, no look pass. Richie Myler straight away, as soon as that ball's passed, he hits him.
They're running 2 attackers at Luke Walsh. Look at the passion. Look at the celebration.
He can't believe it.
15 minutes to go in this £1 million game as Greg Bird has possession. He's penalty. Up and another penalty.
Well, Lachlan Bird just trying to stop the leg drive from Greg Bird. As soon as he positions, just have a little look, Bird goes straight over.
And that's fatigue.
Walsh hits another one between those posts. He's banged over.
Everything into his charge, doesn't he, Sam Moa?
That's another. Leigh are just losing it.
Well, that's what happens when the
10 minutes coming up to go. On the last, Drinkwater hoists that kick high. Fuad Yaha comes for it, and Yaha claims it superbly.
There's a wall of sound behind him trying to...
Stepping away. On the last, Reynolds, little rubber kick comes in, player taken out. Surely a penalty. Referee playing on, is he?
He's already blown the whistle.
Yeah, it'll be definitely brought back for this tackle, I would imagine.
The Leigh Centurion supporters that end of the ground, imploring their side to find a way through. Reynolds is looking for it, but he flings that ball over his head and is into the arms of Greg Bird. That's the fifth, and Walsh over the top. Good kick over the top of James Clare. Perfect kick from Luke Walsh.
Every second an opportunity the Dragons can get to waste some time.
They wanted to make sure they were in Super League next season. He gets injured. He doesn't know where he's going to be next season. Bryson Godwin, who they've lined up to sign next season, sitting in New Zealand. So many imponderables. How can you plan for the future of a club when it is this hard?
The players can't plan for anything. You see the reaction from the players.
But they are 6 minutes away from a return to the championship. Well, it doesn't have to be terminal that. Look what Hull Kingston Rovers have done. And they get the penalty. There's a foot in there, Ben Thaler is indicating. Harrison Hansen mystified by that.
For victory. If they carry on.
Well, this 2 points will take the game away from them, won't it? See what happens with the Leigh players when they're peeling off. See that Harrison Hansen's left foot is on his back.
2 points like this.
Walsh, who's been immaculate with the boot in this second half, is on target again. And 22-10, the scoreline. 5 early on, after just 7 minutes, when it seemed as though it was going to be their day. Dawson can't continue it. Stewart can't against his former club. That's short left for them. Bird, hands outstretched for that ball. And Walsh directing operations. Walsh, little dummy from him, and Fouad Yaha will wrap it up for the Dragons. A well-deserved try. Steve Mack and his chairman celebrate. Mission accomplished. Catalan will be in Super League in 2018 now for sure. And Leigh have to contemplate a return to the championship. Fouad Yaha.
Of Luke Walsh, the movement around him, and he still knows that as he's going to ground, Fouad Yaha is holding his shape on the edge, and that's it. That's game, set and match for Catalan Dragons.
But otherwise, as Thomas Bosk, who's hanging up his boots, is able to celebrate, and Derek Beaumont sportingly shaking the hand of the opposition.